Hi everybody at home. Today we're driving up to the Mount Wilson Observatory, which is one of LA's best kept secrets. It's up here at the top of Mount Wilson, and it's actually the place where Edwin Hubble discovered that the universe is expanding and also that the universe extends past the Milky Way galaxy. So it's one of the most scientifically significant places in all of astronomy. So it's really, really cool. A lot of people don't know that it's here, but it's an easy drive up the mountain if you don't mind a few curves. And you'll have a spectacular view of the city, and you can also go inside the telescopes and walk around. So it's really, really neat. We're so excited to show it to you today, and we hope you enjoy the trip. We're on top of the world at Mount Wilson. So when you get to Mount Wilson, to the initial visitor parking lot, the first thing you'll see is this big pavilion on the hill across the parking lot from these cluster of antennas. Inside the pavilion is the Cosmic Cafe, which is only open on the weekends, but it has great ice cream, sandwiches, and like Frito chili pies, and also this epic view of the city. It's really foggy today, but I'll see if I can get it to focus. But you can see on a clear day all the way out to the ocean, so it's really, really cool. Do you like the view?
No.
Of course.
I do.
Let's see if I can get it to come.
We have the monsoon moisture coming in over the hill.
Yeah, so you can only barely see it today. So once you get up here, it's a little bit of a hike to the telescopes, but totally worth it. So the first thing you'll come to is the Astronomical Museum as you walk up the street. And if you go inside, there are photos that were taken by the telescopes here, which will take a minute to focus on, as well as photos of famous scientists that have visited here, including Albert Einstein. So this is a free museum. You can come in, read more about the history and the discoveries of the telescopes, as well as their construction and everything else. The 100-inch Hooker telescope was actually the largest in the world at the time it was built, and it remained the largest telescope in the world for almost 40 years, I believe. So it's pretty cool. So here's some of the really cool photos. I won't give you too many details, but it's really, really cool.
Are you checking out outer space with us?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that piece of wood. They cut out a very big piece of wood with it.
Nice pieces of wood. So we've just passed the 60-inch telescope, but the one we're headed to today is the 100-inch telescope, which is over here. And we'll show you the inner workings. Hopefully it's a little cloudy today. Hopefully they have it open and running so you can sort of see how it looks when it's in action. Fingers crossed, we'll see it. What's another interesting fact about this is a little kitchen that's away from the telescope. There's a high risk of fire up here, and so it was a rule when it was first built that you could not cook or make any drinks in the telescope building itself. you had to come across this bridge into the kitchen to make any food or drinks that you were going to have, and then have them over here. And that's the way that they kept fire contained and away from the telescope itself. There's also this huge water reservoir here. It just sort of looks like a building that's sunk into the earth, but it's actually, I believe it's a 500,000 gallon water reservoir that they use to fight fires if one were to ever break out up here. And that's how they keep the telescope safe. So it's really, really cool. You get to walk right past that, go on this little gangplank, and then you reach the 100-inch telescope, which actually has a back secret door and a visitor's gallery where you can hike up the stairs and look at the telescope while it's in action.
I'm gonna do that one first.
Okay.
So this is the view from inside of the 100-inch telescope, and this wooden chair here on this platform is actually the chair that Hubble sat in when he discovered that the universe was expanding. It's also the place where we learned that the Milky Way is not the only galaxy, that the universe expands far beyond the Milky Way itself and is actually made up of clusters of lots of galaxies put together. So really interesting discoveries that formed the basis of modern astronomy. On a clear day, which is not today obviously, and also at night, the roof of this telescope actually slides open. This arm moves up and down, and usually there will be scientists and different workers there in those chairs kind of controlling and watching it as it goes. So maybe we'll bring you back on another day to see it in operation, but it's right above it. But it's actually great because this is a quiet day and we can take the time to really look around inside of it. If you do come up to visit Mount Wilson, this is open every day. You can walk up inside of the telescope here and view it in action or at rest. And there's also a great little recording. You can push a button and it'll come on and tell you more about the history of the telescope and about the people that have worked here.
I think so.
It's about to rain.
Look in front of us.
On this
blue
side
skies.
it's blue skies, and back there it's monsoonal rain. So I guess that's why the telescope's closed today.
Yeah.
Makes sense? It's so beautiful out here. There's a bug in my face. What'd you... I'm gonna fall. What's your favorite part about coming to Mount Wilson?
Oh, just how close to LA it is and how far away it feels. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the closest place you can come where there's absolutely no other people.
Oh, and did you guys know there's snow up here as early as November?
Did you like the telescope?
Yeah. I want to see a picture of the telescope.
Okay. What was your favorite part about it?
The moon cheesies.
Oh, seeing the pictures of the moon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool. So we hope you enjoyed our visit today to the Mount Wilson Observatory. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any more of our adventures around LA and everywhere else. If you have any questions about Mount Wilson, be sure to type them in the comments below and I'll try my best to answer them. But the best thing for you to do would be to get out and come see it yourself because it's really awesome. Anyway, bye everybody.